As loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke sliding out of the pocket.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. 81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Locke to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Locke going to try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver and makes a nice grab there for a 1st down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a toss running left, Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block off of play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Throwing again at Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall.
And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it 21-8.
Seahawks 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Locke's throw into the hands of Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Joe Schobert, his 2nd sack of the night.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The call here, they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford.
Akers has got the first down and then some.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right?
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good, wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Stafford hooking up with Akers.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Then a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dalvin Cook,
his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up fourth down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start the drive with Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Running for it, here's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And down right around the 37.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick, escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Cook.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Kaepernick, rolling to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Oh, some strong running. They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 39, Seahawks 29.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Kaepernick. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw. Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right